In this video, we will be printing this pattern in greater than or equal to 4 ways and basic to advanced. So in the method 1, we will be using the most basic one. 2 loops, one for the rows and the inner loop will be for the columns, alright. And inside the inner loop, we are going to use the print statement, okay. So let's go to the values inside the range of the outer loop, okay. So first of all, you need to remember that the value of capital A is 65 in ASCII standard and the value of capital E is 69, okay. So better you remember these. So here you can see that the values in the rows are changing from E to A. It means from 69 to 65, and the values in the columns are same, okay. So in the outer loop, we are going to iterate from 69 to 64 not inclusive. So 64 will not be included here, which means the value of the I will be going from 69 to 65, okay, and 64 is not included. As we are decreasing the values from 69 to 64, so we are going to use the step size of -1, alright. And inside the inner loop, you can see that when I is equal to 69, it is executing 5 times the inner loop, then 4, 3, 2 and then 1. So inside the inner loop, what we are going to write is 65 to I plus 1. Let me make you understand that. When I is equal to 69, the inner loop will be executing from 65 to I plus 1 not inclusive, that is 69 plus 1 will be 70 and 70 will not be included here. So it will be going from 65 to 69, alright. So it will be executing 5 times from 65 to 69. The inner loop is used for printing the number of columns, okay, and the outer loop is used for printing these values in the rows. So in the print statement, we are going to convert this I into character, as we are getting different values in every row and same values in all the columns. So different values in every row, which means we have to put I here in the print statement with the comma and equals in the single quotes, type a space, press enter, backspace and then use the print statement here. Because of this and here, the inner loop will print the values in the same row itself. So in the next iteration, we want to print this loop in the next row. So for that, we have used this print statement, alright. And now if we execute this, here you can see that we have the same pattern which we wanted. Let me tell you that when I is equal to 68 in the next iteration, the second one, the value of j will be from 65 to 68 plus 1, that is 69, which is not included. So the value of j will be from 65 to 68, alright. So it will be executing 4 times and the value of I is 68, which is capital D after conversion into character, and that will be printed 4 times. Now in the method 2, we are going to reduce the number of loops here. In the basic one, we have 2 loops. So in the next method, we are going to use just a single loop here, and we will be using a while loop for this. I is equal to 69 because we want to print E as the first element in the row, okay. Now use a while loop here while I is greater than 64 because we want 65 to be printed here. So it will terminate when I is equal to 64. Use the print statement here, and inside the print, convert this I into the character, type a space so that we have a space between the columns, alright, and then multiply this with the number of times we have to print this value, okay, and it should be printed in the first. You can see that we have to print it 5 times. Okay, so we are going to use I minus 64. So here you see, let's first decrement this value by 1. Okay, now here you can see that when I is equal to 69, the number of times this capital E will be printed is 69 minus 64, that gives us 5. So capital E will be printed 5 times. Okay, and then I will be decreased by 1. So next value of I will be 68, and then 68 minus 64 will be 4. So the next value, capital D, will be printed 4 times. So you got it. Okay, and let's execute it now, and here you can see that we have the same required pattern. Alright, and now in the method third, we are going to use a string which contains the alphabets E, D, C, B, A, alright, in the reverse order. And now we are going to use a for loop for this. For I comma j in enumerate, and inside it the string s, we are going to use a print statement here. So when I is equal to 0, j is equal to capital E. Okay, I is the index and j is the value at that index, and inside here we are going to print j plus, in single quotes, give a space and then multiply it with the number of times we want to print this j. Okay, so the number of times it should be printed is 5 minus I. Okay, so when I is equal to 0, j is equal to capital E, and this should be multiplied by 5 minus 0, that is 5. And in the next iteration, when I is equal to 1, j is equal to capital D here, and 5 minus 1 is 4, so capital D will be printed 4 times. And let's execute it now, and here you see the same pattern. Now in the last method, what we are going to do is make this even more shorter. Okay, we are going to use just 2 lines and a single loop for I in range, and we are going to give the range from 69 to 64, that is not included, and a step size of -1 because we are decreasing the values from 69 to 64. And then use a print statement here, and inside the print statement we are going to give the same values which we gave in this while loop. So it's just a conversion of while loop into the for loop that we used above. Okay, and just print it, and here you can see the same required pattern. So we just got this 4 lines 2 loop code into just 2 lines and a single loop. So it increased the efficiency and decreased the program size. Please subscribe to support PyProTricks, and that's it for now.
Thank you for watching. Now it's time to discover more. Simply click on the screen to subscribe to our channel and watch another video to discover more.